Hello, my name is Amy Herring and I am a lived experience manager here within the personalised care group at NHS England. We're really delighted you can join us for step 3 of the Peer Leadership Development Programme. And during weeks 5 to 8 of the Peer Leadership Development Programme, you will be asked to join a series of virtual facilitated sessions held on Microsoft Teams as part of an inspiring cohort of peer leaders. Some of you may be familiar with using Microsoft Teams, but don't worry if you haven't used Microsoft Teams before, as we've put together a short demo video just demonstrating on how to use some of the functions you'll be using throughout weeks 5 to 8 of the Peer Leadership Development Programme. Thank you.
We encourage you to join 5 minutes before the session start time in case of any technical errors. The email with your link on will have a section similar to this. Click on the button that says click here to join the meeting and it will take you to a screen within your browser. A notification box will appear on the screen. Click on Open Microsoft Teams to take you to the start of Microsoft Teams. If you have not joined Microsoft Teams before, you'll be asked to enter your name, which will be available for other people on the call to see. You can also change your camera and microphone settings here as well. We encourage you to have your camera and microphone on for when joining. If these are not already on, click on these 2 buttons to change them to on. You can also check your device settings by clicking on this button at the side, which will tell you about your audio, microphone and camera settings. When you are ready to join the session, click on the Join Meeting button and you'll be let into the meeting room shortly. During the sessions, we will be asking people to stay muted when not speaking to avoid background noises becoming a distraction to other people. When you are about to speak, click on this icon to take yourself off mute and you will be unmuted. Once you are done speaking, click on this icon again to go back onto mute and you will know you are muted when the icon shows the diagonal line through the icon. We encourage individuals to keep their cameras on throughout the sessions to help the group get to know each other. However, we understand that you may need to quickly do something away from your computer and may need to turn the camera off. Click on this icon to turn your camera off. Similar to the mute button, you will know it is off when a diagonal line appears through the icon. When you are back, click on this icon again to turn your camera back on. As well as speaking, there is also the option for people to use the chat box function. To use this, click on this icon and a panel will appear at the side of the screen. This can be a great way if you do not feel like speaking and want to put a point across or ask a question without talking, so we can all interact with each other in the chat box. To put something into the chat box, click on this area, begin typing, and then either press enter or click on the send button. The chat box throughout the session will be monitored by one of the group facilitators to ensure no one is missed out and that any questions you raise here will be raised to the group. Within weeks 5 to 8, you will have the opportunity to share your personal story. Some of our peer leaders have found it useful to put together a presentation to help them share their story, and we encourage you to think about putting together a presentation when you share your personal story. When you are telling your story, you will need to share your screen. To share your screen, click on this icon and some panels will appear similar to this. Find and click on the panel of your presentation and your screen share will begin. When sharing your screen, we encourage you to turn off notifications and close anything not needed in the background to avoid anything personal or private to you being seen by other people. When you are presenting, a small box will appear with the camera and mute icons. You won't be able to see all the other participants, but the small box will show you who is talking or asking questions. To stop sharing your screen, click on this icon which will immediately take you back to the main area again, where you will now no longer be sharing your screen. We actively encourage you to join in with discussions and ask questions. We also want everyone to have the opportunity to join in. We will be using the raise hand button during the sessions to ensure people have the opportunity to join in. So if you do want to join in with a discussion or ask a question, click on this icon here to raise your hand. The facilitators will see this and will then be able to make sure you have a chance to speak. Once you have finished with what you have said, click on this icon again to lower your hand. During the sessions, you will also have the chance to go into breakout rooms to work on tasks with other peer leaders. When you are asked to go into a breakout room, click on the button that says Join Room and you will join a breakout room. Later on, you will be asked to leave the breakout room to rejoin the main session. To rejoin the main session, click Return and you will join the main session. And finally, when you want to leave the call, click on this red leave icon and you will leave the meeting.